Isabel Celis was just 6 years old when she was stolen from her bed in the middle of the night. Maribel Gonzalez was only 13 when she disappeared while walking to a friend's house. The nightmare that unfolded would forever link those two families to the same monster and his heinous crimes. It was a case that terrified families in Tucson and still haunts the hearts of Sergio and Becky Celis.
I didn't even come and check on her. I should have come and checked on her.
More than anything, I am so sorry. I am so sorry I couldn't protect you.
In an instant, it seemed that little Isa Celis had simply vanished into the night. It was just after 11 p.m. on an April night when Becky laid out her daughter's softball uniform for a game the next morning. She kissed Isabel goodnight, not knowing it was the last time she would ever see her.
I'm like, okay, Isabel, you're getting really tired. It's probably time for you to go to bed, and you have to get up early, and so does Mom.
But the next morning, after Becky left for work, Sergio headed to Isabel's room to wake her up, and the little girl was gone.
Boys are waking up at this point, and so I'm like, do you know where your sister's at? And they're like, no. And started looking everywhere, and then started saying, boys, help me find her. I don't know where she's at.
Sergio and his sons frantically search the house and the yard. Then one of the boys comes to him with chilling news.
And I'm looking in the garage, and that's when Sergio came running in saying, Dad, her screen's laying on the back, her window's busted out.
Sergio races to the backyard and finds Isabel's bedroom window wide open, the screen on the ground. It looks like someone snatched little Isabel from her own bed.
Kind of, freaking out at this point, came back in here, called Becky at work.
I can't remember the drive at all. I just know that I was freaking out and scared, and I just out of my mind.
Becky calls 911, barely holding it together.
So who noticed her gone? Your husband? My husband. I went to work this morning at 7, and I didn't even come and check on her. I should have come and checked on her. Okay, we're almost there, ma'am, okay?
In the backyard, police find a set of work boot footprints near an electrical box and on top of a gas meter. Then, a shocker. Cops turn the spotlight on Sergio, Isabel's father. While Becky's call to 911 appeared to be panicked, Sergio's was anything but.
Hello, I need to report a missing child. I believe she was abducted from my house.
Is Mom there also?
She had just left for work. I just called her and I told her to get her back home.
Nervous laughter? Some might consider that suspicious. The way Sergio explains it, he just couldn't bring himself to believe Isabel was gone.
I didn't want to be frantic. I didn't want to be panicked. I wanted to be as articulate as I could. I didn't want to be misunderstood.
As the months pass, the rest of the Celis family is also under police scrutiny.
All the family members have been interviewed, and we haven't ruled anybody out.
From the beginning, the police said everybody's a person of interest. We're okay with going through the ringer and having everything part of our lives investigated, and by all means, go right ahead.
One other person of interest, a neighbor who lived a few miles down the road from the Celis family. Christopher Clements was a known sex offender with a long criminal record. Police were looking for him because he was living too close to a school. When they found him, he said he'd been at a bar with a friend the night Isabel disappeared. The lead fizzled out. It seemed like police were getting nowhere. 2 years after Isabel's disappearance, another girl, 13-year-old Maribel Gonzalez, goes missing. Her body is found within days, but there's no killer in sight. At the time, police wonder, are the two cases connected? Even with the passage of time, Isa's father can hardly contain his emotions.
And more than anything, I am so sorry. I am so sorry I couldn't protect you. I wasn't there. I wasn't there to stop this from happening to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please. Please. Please hear us. I'm so sorry. I can't protect you.